because it's based on a principle which is irrefutable. It can't be, you can't negotiate. You must submit. So the Bhagavad Gita aims at reestablishing that connection. And that is called, in common language, yoga. We have all heard yoga. Everywhere now we see yoga studios. And we take it that yoga is a kind of physical, at best mental, intellectual, exercise to focus and to relieve us of various stresses and problems and health issues. But actually, yoga simply means the process whereby which you reconnect, and therefore the English word yoke, to yoke the bull to the cart, that comes from yoga. So, whether we pursue the highest goal of yoga, yoking, or reconnecting, reestablishing, reviving, or we search out the lowest. Somebody's trying to do yoga with the local drug dealer. He wants to connect and get some dope. Someone's connecting with a prostitute. That's yoga. Everyone is pursuing a goal. And so the Vedicans say, or I should say, the Vedic literature is a vast body of literature, knowledge. It is original and authoritative, and it covers every aspect of human activity, not just spiritual and philosophical issue. No. Everything. If you're not interested, there's no God. I don't believe all this. I just want to make money and have a wife and kids and okay, that also. They give guidance and advice how to pursue your particular goal, gati, in the most efficient and effective way, by following certain what is it called? Sadhana. Sadhana means practice. Anyone who wants to achieve a goal, he must practice. You can't simply achieve it. Like a football player, we know Jim, he's a football coach in his old days, but he told me the rigorous, they practice the bumping and throwing and tackling and so on. You have to practice. Musician, he has to practice. Lawyer, have to practice. Doctor, have to practice. Everyone, gambler, even a thief, he practices, he consults better thieves, how to do this, I want to do this, what do you think? And they practice. With the famous story, Oliver Twist, he teaches the children how to pickpocket. So, but the intelligent person, Bhagavad Gita says, Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid sadata siddhayam. After many, many births and deaths, the wise man surrenders unto me, knowing me, Krishna, to be the cause of all causes, and all that is, such a great soul is very rare. So it is actually a very rare thing that a person is interested in something which is not his immediate need, like eating, sleeping, defending, and sex, sexual intercourse, or begetting children. Eating, sleeping, defending, and sex. These are the four material demands. Somebody say, well, I like to eat. No, you have to eat. I like to sleep. You have to sleep. And you have to defend yourself, and you are always, all of us, especially in the West, we are compelled by the sex attraction, sex drive. Man is attracted to woman, woman attracted to man. In fact, the Vedic philosophy explains that the entire, how do you say, force of material activity is centered on this attraction. Not only in human society, but in the animals, the birds, the bees, the fishes, even trees have sex. I mean, there is a difference. There are two kinds of trees. So, the process or the philosophy which is presented by Krishna to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, in this small book, it takes place on a battlefield 5,000 years ago. And Arjuna is a warrior. He's a prince, and he was a famed and very highly, respected warrior. And shortly before the battle is to begin, yes?
They are today turning in their reports. They read the book, so you don't have to...
Okay, they got that. Good. So, Krishna begins immediately after Arjuna makes different kinds of objections about the fighting, and then finally submits. Then Krishna's first point is, while speaking learned words, you are speaking for what is not worthy of grief. A wise man laments neither for the living nor the dead. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings. Never will there be a time when we shall cease. That which pervades the entire body is indestructible. No one can kill the imperishable soul. And in the second chapter, which is the summary of the entire book, and is elaborated on into 18 chapters after Krishna finishes, he continues, he says, the living entity, he is situated as if on a machine, yantra. Yantra means machine. As if on a machine made of material energy. And I am conducting the wanderings of all living entities all over the universe. As a man gives up an old and useless dress, and he gets a new dress, so the soul, or the Atma, the living being, the living entity, gives up an old and useless body, and he accepts a new body. How does he do that? Wherever and whatever the mind is fixed on at the time of leaving this body, that nature one attains without fail. Therefore, in every process of yoga or spiritual science, the central focus is how to bring the mind under control. Therefore, Maha Mantra, Maha, great mantra, mind, to deliver the mind from all its, innumerable attachments to this materially, created world.